What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? We are live, just fixing the tripod. Welcome to Cards and Treasure. How's everybody doing out there? We've got another lunch break for you guys. I know it's a little bit after lunch, but a lunch break nonetheless. You know, you could always use a break. Today we've got a wonderful guest. We're talking with, you know, for all intents and purposes, the epitome of a super fan. We're just getting him on the line here. We've got, I'll drop the name for you. It's a close friend of mine, Freddie Mac. The guy is a Raptors super fan. He's got all sorts of cards, an insane collection that I'm, some very interesting things I'm excited to talk about. Let's get him in here. Thanks for the t-shirt compliment. How do we... There
Hey,
he
Tyler.
is. What's going on?
I'm good. I just finished working, and I'm very excited to talk about my collections.
Yeah, me too. Well, first of all, welcome. Thanks for joining us. For those people watching, we actually go way back to the music days. I know it's been, you know, an off year with, I doubt there's been many concerts or festivals or anything. How's your year been?
Yeah, the last year,
Yeah.
man, it's been an adult year. Man, I've been just working a regular job, renovating like every fucking adult does. So pretty boring.
Nice. So you must be excited to get back to some music.
What?
You must be excited to get back to some music soon.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, I kind of stopped doing shows. I'd say like 2 or 3. Oh, there's a cat in there. His name is Damsel.
Damsel?
Yeah.
I like that. Hi, Damsel.
So yeah, I've stopped doing music about 3 or 4 years ago, but I'm still producing music just for my pleasure because that's what I like, you know, producing music.
Yeah, and collecting cards.
Yeah, man. I actually, it's funny because when I talked to you about your new venture in sports cards, I was totally off collecting. Like it's been 10 years since I've collected cards, and then I'm coming back in this new crazy market. I don't understand what's going on, man.
But in a good way.
I don't know if it's in a good way. Well, for it, like I could sell a bunch of cards and make a lot of dollars. So yeah, in a good way. But if I want to keep collecting, I need more budget.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be an interesting thing to get back into because I know you have such a huge collection, but it's so different than it was last time you were like really involved.
It's like the main thing that I see is like there's a lot of hype on new products. I don't see a lot of like old cards being traded, being sold, and I really don't understand. Like I'm seeing stuff like base cards being graded. You know, like Lamelo cards selling for like $10,000s, and it's not even autograph or a jersey or patch. It's just like normal cards selling for thousands and thousands of dollars. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, there's this interesting split between like, and obviously some people can fall into both categories or neither, but there's an interesting split between like collectors and investors. And
Yeah,
there's a lot of investing nowadays in players with potential value.
yeah, but the thing is, I'm seeing all this new money come into this hobby, but like, do people understand like how the markets fluctuate with cards? And I don't know. Like, I think I was talking to you I think it was on a post of Card and Treasure, and so I think it's you that you were mentioning that buying Zion. is a good investment right now or something like that. And I was like, not sure about that, man. Because like I think right now he is in his prime in terms of market value. And
Yeah, but I mean, if he keeps it up and he keeps improving, the kid's what, 21 years old. If he keeps
yeah,
getting better and he wins more and he maybe makes the playoffs and then wins a series and eventually wins a title, yeah, the card goes up. I don't see a situation where where Zion doesn't keep improving.
yeah. But the thing is, like, if you go, if you look at the market, I don't know if it's the same anymore though. But when I was, because I was also collecting hockey back in the days, and I had cards of players like, do you even know who Bobby Ryan is?
No,
Yeah.
but I
So
don't know much about hockey though.
well, he's an average player, you know, like, and I remember he was hyped because he was a good prospect, and I remember buying cards of that guy like for let's say like $50, and nowadays I go on eBay. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sell that card. I'm gonna make a profit, and it's like $2.
Well,
It,
that's what happens when a prospect doesn't pan out.
yeah, I think it's very high risk actually to collect Zion, Lamelo, players like that. If I had to invest, I would go either with a very obscure prospect and take a chance and not pay like top dollars for his cards, or with someone more established with a little bit less of a hype.
But I
But
think that's the beauty of it is you're investing in the potential rather than the guarantee, and that's how you
yeah,
make more money is investing in potential.
yeah, but like we said earlier, like there's all this new money with investors, but are they gonna stay in the hobby? Like, is it a bubble? Like, let's say Bitcoins, or you know?
Who knows? At the very least, I don't think it's as black and white as that. I think there's definitely things that will evolve and that will change, and there's going to be evolutions, and there's going to be all sorts of new exciting ways to buy and trade cards, and it might not be the
Yeah,
way it is currently. But as a card person, like cards aren't going anywhere. I don't think
yeah,
they're certainly hot right now, though.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's for certain. So, um, speaking of like investing in prospects, you were showing me like 2 or 3 weeks ago. You're showing me your Bargnani collection.
Oh man, yeah. I kind of like this collection because it reminds me of how bad the Raptors were at that time.
Yeah,
Uh, how miserable we were as fans, like to cheer up for our first pick, Andrea Bargnani. It was like he's the laziest guy on earth.
yeah.
Like, but I loved him. He had so much potential. Like he was a Dirk Nowitzki in the making, but then I don't know. I don't think he wanted to play basketball at all.
Nowitzki, you could make like a Pokemon evolution of like
Yeah,
Bargnani to Porzingis to Dirk.
exactly.
He's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
the base, though. How many Bargnani cards do you have?
yeah. Dude, I have them all. I'm gonna show you some.
Oh yeah,
Uh, I have very. I'm gonna show you my favorite. I'm gonna find them. Um,
because I remember I always knew that you were a Raptors fan
yeah,
until I came over to your house. Where were you living?
Saint-Paulin. It was
Yeah,
near Trois-Rivières.
yeah. And I came over and I saw the amount of Raptors, and I was like, oh wow, this guy's like a
Yeah.
super fan.
Look at this one. I really love that one.
Very cool.
Rookie SP, authentic number out of 30.
A
You can
rookie
see it
auto
here.
of a number one pick. That's got to be worth something, I would assume.
It's a rookie auto, on card auto with a patch. Man, like if it was the first pick, like I'd be rich. But I think this one would go for like 10 or $15 maybe. I have this one too, like all the exquisite, because I don't know if this collection still exists. I don't think so, because it's Upper Deck. Upper Deck is not in
Yeah.
basketball anymore, but at that time, exquisite was a pretty hyped set. So I have a exquisite rookie of Bargnani, another autograph.
Cool.
What's the numbering on this one? Numbered out of 600s. Let me show you some other.
How are you going about getting these cards?
It was all most of them. It was on forums. I don't know if they still exist, if they still go, because I see a lot of trading and selling on Facebook groups.
Yeah.
But back in the days, Facebook was not as big as right now, and we would go on forums like Sports Cards Forum. There was a basketball forum. It was called Hobby Kings, and yeah, I would buy them. And at the moment, I was collecting Bargnani. He was on the way down, so I did not pay like top dollars. You know, I still had hope for this guy.
Yeah. And it's not just Bargnani, right? You have a whole slew of Raptors cards.
Yeah. Oh, look at this one. Number out of 10 with Bush.
Ooh.
Jersey and patch. Yeah, that's a pretty sick one. This one, I think it would sell for a lot of dollars, actually, because it has Chris Bush on it.
If anyone out there watching is interested in some Raptors cards, specifically some Bargnani, hit up Freddie Mac.
Yeah. This one out. Oh man, this one is out of 5.
Ooh.
Signature shots.
Man, if only he was good.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever participated in a break?
If I ever participated in breaks?
Yeah.
No, never. I bought some boxes back in the days, but you know, like if we go back like 10 years from now, I was still a student, so I had student money. So breaking boxes was not the smartest investment, because it's gambling, man. It's just.
I mean, it's also a way that, you know, the average person can't really buy a $1,000 box to themselves if there's a specific team they're going for. I think there's definitely pros and cons to it.
Yeah.
What made you get into cards in the first place? What was it about collecting cards that like spoke to you?
It goes way back. Like as kids, you probably have some hockey cards, the Pro Set. You remember that? It was in the beginning of the 90s. Very cheap hockey cards. It was called Pro Set. Everyone had that. So like as a kid, if you grow in the province of Quebec, you're exposed to hockey cards. Like if you're born like in the 80s and the 90s, it was a thing. So like very young, I was exposed to hockey cards. And then in high school, I had those friends that had hockey cards too. Then we started collecting a little bit more, but still we had like kid money. So nothing very, very hot as in terms of market value. And then later on, I started collecting Maxime Lapierre. You know that guy? He was a Habs player, Montreal Canadian. So I had a collection of him. And then I would say like in 2004, 2005, you know, I'm a basketball player. So, and also I've been a coach, also been a referee. So, and I still play basketball every day. Like now that it's sunny outside, I go to the park and play. So it made sense to me to switch to basketball. And then, and also I started to be more conscious about my my buy when I was collecting basketball, because back in the days I was collecting hockeys and I would grab anything I could. You know, I would call myself a hoarder in terms of hockey cards. Man, I have so many hockey cards, man. That's insane. But then when I switched to basketball, yeah.
Sorry, you mentioned like we spoke about the Bargnani cards. You said Lapierre cards. There's Raptors cards. How many different collections would you say you have that like this specific person or team?
I have my Bargnani collection. I have this fun collection that I'm doing. I want to assemble an autograph. I want to have an autograph of every players that played for the Raptors. So basically, the
Whoa.
worst players to ever play the game. Because if you go back with the 90s and the 2000s Raptors, like it was the worst team, and they had the worst players. So I could show you like
Yeah,
very bad card.
please. I'm
Like
excited for this TJ Ford patch you've got.
Greg Greg
Who?
Foster. Greg Foster.
Oof, Greg Foster.
He played for the Raptors. Okay, I'm gonna show you a bunch of them. Okay. Okay, I have Greg Foster here. John Lucas the third.
That's a
You
pretty
remember
bad
him?
one.
Yeah.
I want to know,
Uh,
is there an Arujo in there?
a what?
An Arujo.
Arujo? Yeah. Yeah, I have him.
Do you remember him?
Look at this one.
I remember one time
Aaron
going
Gray.
to a Raptors game. Let's see. Oh, there he is.
Wait. I'm gonna find the Arujo.
He was literally
Oh
not doing
man.
anything. Is that him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you
Big
see it?
Raphael.
Rafael Arujo.
Yeah.
Yo, do you
I remember
remember?
one time going to a.
Wait, who is that? Michael Bradley.
Ooh, yeah. Michael Bradley, backup power forward. He was bad too.
Yeah.
I once got into the Raptors locker room by lying to the security guard and saying that I was Eric Montross's son.
Wow, really? That's insane. Man, I just want to find the worst Raptors that I have. Would you say that? Mm,
Do you have a favorite card?
Popso was pretty bad too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Popso.
I haven't heard that name in 4 years.
Wait. Oh, and this is so funny. Marcus Banks. Marcus Banks was not that bad. Wait. Who is that? Who's that guy? I don't know. It's a good player, actually. Oh man, this guy. Pops Mensah-Bonsu.
Oh yeah, of course.
Very bad player.
Bonsu.
So like, yeah. Man. But it's nice because I have cards from my favorite players of all time. He was not bad, actually.
And it's a fun memory. I forgot Pops
Look at this guy.
Mensah-Bonsu existed. Is that Garbajosa?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Jorge. He was good.
And this guy was so good. He was doing everything on the court except like filling up the stat sheets, but he was doing everything.
Sorry, what was that? You cut out for a second.
Yeah, I said like Garbajosa was doing everything on the court except filling up the stat sheet, but he did everything right.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked him. I remember one time my uncle brought me to a Raptors game, and he knew someone for whatever reason, and we got to go to shoot around before the game and meet a couple players.
Yeah.
And I remember getting a picture with Bosch, and I got a picture with Charlie Villanueva, and then Rafael Arujo was like right there looking at me, and I looked at him, and we kind of made eye contact, and I was just like, hey, man, and didn't ask for a picture. I just remember him walking off like pretty insulted.
Oh no, that's so bad. Poor Rafael.
Have you been to a Raptors game?
Actually, I've been to exhibitions games only.
Oh wow!
Because the thing is, I'm gonna make a little story here. Why I'm such a big fan of the Raptors is because it goes way back to my university year, okay? So I was starting to watch basketball a lot. Like I would watch all the playoffs and things, and then I started watching every Raptors game, and then my mom got into it, you know? So me and my mom would watch every single Raptors game, and it was back in the days when Chuck Swirsky was doing the commentary, and it was so fun. Like, and it kind of created a bond with me and my mother, and it stayed. Like it like the Raptors represent like the bond I have with my mother, and like such good time that I remember. One of my favorite moment actually is from Morris Peterson. You definitely remember that play. It was against the Washington Wizards.
When they threw the ball up to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they threw the ball up at the end of the games, and then he catch it, and then threw the ugliest 3 points, goes in, man. And what was the coach of the name of the coach of the Washington Wizard? Because his face was priceless when Peterson made that three, man.
Yeah. Because it was one of those like throw the ball in the air to run out the clock moments.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, didn't throw it high enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a good moment.
But that's awesome though. I love hearing stories like that. And the more collectors I speak to, the more that I hear stories like that, where it's a bond between a family member or friends or whatever it may be. Collecting really is like it's like a bonding thing to do. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite of all the things in your collection? Do you have a personal favorite?
Oh man, it's hard to say, man, because I really like my Bargnani collection, even if he's trash. I like it because like there's cards that look so good, you know.
And
like
also, I would venture to guess you have one of the most extensive Bargnani collections.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm one of the top Bargnani collectors.
Yeah, put that in the Instagram bio.
What? Yeah.
Put that in the bio.
Yeah. Look at this card, for example. It is such a beauty.
Yeah.
It was with TJ Ford, actually, is one of my all-time favorite Raptors.
Yeah, I like TJ.
Man, he was so fast.
The Raptors had a great, from TJ Ford, there was a Rafer Alston, there was a Mike James. They had an era of like Alvin Williams to Mike James that was really mediocre with good point guards.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Muggsy Bogues for a minute.
I think my favorite. I think this one is pretty dope because of the patches.
Oh yeah.
It's Bosch with Joey G and Bargnani. It's number out of 15. I really like it.
One. Joey G. I haven't heard that name in a minute.
I have a couple cards of that guy here. Wait. There's DeRozan. I have a bunch of DeRozan rookies. They must go for top dollar.
That
right?
I would assume is worth something.
Like if you take this card, for example, it's a rookie of DeRozan.
Oh yeah.
I think it's number out of 4.99. I think I paid that back in the days. It was below $10.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm sure that's more than $10 at the very least.
Yeah. So just to give you an idea of how the market has evolved.
Do you plan on doing anything with the collection? Like, are you looking to sell, or do you like to hang on to it?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's right now. I'm just observing. I will for sure sell some of my cards. Like I have like medium cards. Like for example, I wanted to sell that. Wait, where is it? Give me a second. I'm gonna go get it.
Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Hope you're enjoying this conversation. Fred will be right back.
I'm back. Okay, so, for example, I have a bunch of cards like that, like Kevin Durant and Jeff Green rookie year.
That's a good card.
That's a good card, but
it's
not a top card. And back in the days, I must have paid $2 or $3 for that card.
That's a great card. Even Jeff Green is still in the league doing things.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna sell like these type of card, like like medium hand card.
I actually just realized that Jeff Green and Durant are back together.
Yeah. I realized that too. Watching the game. The last game.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, just to give you an idea, So if you take this card, this is one of my favorite actually, is Ginobili
Oh,
Rookie.
wow. Yeah.
And this one I paid $15 back in the days.
I mean, it's a rookie auto of a Hall of Fame champion. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
yeah. And I looked at eBay listing, and they were selling for almost $200. That was a good investment.
That's a good one then.
Yeah, I have this little collection of like Hall of Fame rookies. Oh, I have this one is so pretty, Steve Nash, top chrome
Oh,
rookie.
wow. Cool.
And I'm glad they are worth that right now. But like the thing is, I don't know how it's gonna evolve. So should I sell them now, make top dollars? If I wait, maybe like the money is gonna shift to another hobby or something else.
Maybe, or it really all boils down to how much you want to keep it, how much it means to you, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's the number one thing to remember in collecting is like it's to be a collector.
Yeah, that you said it, man. Because what I'm seeing right now is like investors, they don't care about the cards. They want the money. They're moving cards like assets. But as a collector, I'm attached to these cards.
Yeah.
I like them, and like just to sell one of these cards is kind of break my heart.
Well, then don't. Although in the comments here, Terps Card Collector says sell and buy it in a few months for less.
Yeah, that would be a good idea, actually. Yeah.
Well, any other favorites you got there?
Wait, man, I had a favorite Raptor back in the days. You probably don't remember the guy, but I love the guy so much. Wait. Oh,
It's gonna be. Can I guess?
yeah, go try.
I'm gonna guess that it's Jamario Moon.
Oh man, that's a good pick, man. That's a good guess. I love Jamario Moon. He was so. Do you remember he was always smiling?
Yeah.
This guy was such a good mood every fucking game.
Yeah.
No, but the obscure favorite would be this guy, Sonny Weems.
Sonny Weems. Wow. Wouldn't have guessed that.
He was an high flyer.
Yeah.
Like he would do he was like I would compare him to well, no, it was I can't compare him. He's not that good. It's like a Norman Powell. I would say Norman Powell. Like Powell would have like a very good game once in a while, and then Sonny Weems was the same.
Yeah. Although Powell a bit more frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonny was decent.
Yeah. It was good.
Sonny Weems. He went to what school again? No. Arkansas, Fort Smith, and then Arkansas.
He was drafted 39 in the draft by the Nuggets.
Yeah.
You remember Jared Jack?
Of course, Georgia Tech.
Look at this beauty. This is so beautiful.
That is nice. Oh, that's a gorgeous patch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and like one thing I'm seeing right now is when I look at the cards that you guys post and the break you do, I don't think the cards looks that good. Like they all kind of look the same, like prism variation. And when I look at my collection, there's so much variety with the cards.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a statement for Panini to listen up.
Yeah.
I just saw they do some interesting parallels with the discos and the checkerboards, and I saw they just announced the elephant print.
Yeah.
So they're trying. But
yeah,
there's nothing like a nice layout with matching colors, a nice patch.
Yeah. And back in the days, I think, because the way it works now, like Panini is exclusive with the NBA, right? So
Yeah.
back in the days, you had Upper Deck, you had Tops, and then which one you had too? What is that? Top Prospect was. You had the. Oh, there was a Fleer too. You had a bunch. You had a bunch of card companies back in the day, and I think they had to keep up a certain standard in terms of aesthetic.
And
You know?
also, competition is a good thing. Now that Panini has
Yeah.
exclusive rights, there's no one to really, there's no one they have to beat. Whereas
Exactly.
when there's numerous different products producing the same NBA cards, you have to be better than the other guy.
Yeah. And look at that card, for example. How good it looks.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it has like a
The
transparent portion of the card. Then you
Yeah.
have the auto on card with the numbering. It's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Very.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to show off some of your collection. We'll have to have you back on eventually to go through more of it. 'Cause
Oh,
I
of
know there's
course,
plenty.
man. Like what I should do is like select a few cards, like go through my whole collection, and then pick some favorites and tell you the story behind it. Because
Yeah.
some of these cards, like they have a very, very high emotional value, and I could go through hockey too. Like there's some very good cards in there.
I would love that. I would love to hear, like, that's what I'm most fascinated in, is like the people's connections with these cards. So yeah, that sounds awesome. I really appreciate you taking the time. Anything you want people to check out? Anything to plug?
Oh, I don't have anything to plug. I mean, if you guys have any Raptors autograph that you want to throw away, just give it to me.
Hit up Freddie Mac.
Yeah, I will pay for them, of course.
No.
But like what, man? One thing I want to add, man. I'm going back on eBay right now because I want to keep collecting Raptors. And I wanted the Terrence Davis rookie card. Terrence Davis is not good. Do you agree? He's like
I wouldn't say he's bad. I would say he's not good yet. He's young.
He's gonna be like a role player, I think.
Sure.
But man, I was watching one of his card and I bid on it, and it was like $17. That was my top bid, and then it goes for like close to $100 for Terrence Davis. This is just Terrence Davis, man. And I'm like, whoa, like, am I gonna keep doing this? Like, what's in there for me? Like, am I gonna spend like way too much money on bad players doing this awesome project?
That's part of the game, is you're hunting.
Yeah.
I agree. You shouldn't spend the 100 on Terrence Davis, but you might find a $17 one day.
Yeah.
Anyone out there has an auto of Terrence Davis?
Yeah, or Malachi Flynn. Look, Malachi Flynn is going to be a good player, I think. Much better, but still, he's not a top rookie.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see for sure. Well, good luck on the hunt. If anyone's got any Raptors autos out there, we got your guy here. I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with us, showing us some of your cards. Like I said, we're going to have you back because I would love to hear some of the backstories.
Yeah.
And always a pleasure, man.
Yeah. It was fun too. Always a pleasure to talk to you, Tyler.
Yeah, same here.
By the way, I want to say something to you. You have to do the Scotch tournament again.
Yeah.
You have to, man. No matter what, you have to do that again.
Well, for those watching, I think I did 6 straight years of something called the Scotch basketball tournament. For my birthday, we would do like a charity fundraiser, and this in no way does Cards and Treasure condone this activity. But Tyler Lemke, the individual, would do a 3-on-3 basketball tournament in the safety of my parents' driveway, where every time your team scored, the 3 people on the scoring team have to take a shot of scotch. So the more you score and the more you win, the harder the games get throughout the day. And sometimes you're playing like 7-8 games in a day. You were in a real hard-fought finals
Oh yeah, I was in the final, and man, we were so fucking drunk. But like, it gives you courage when you
Yeah,
drink that much.
yeah, not always in a good way though.
No.
A lot of air balls by the end of the tournament.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate it. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if that gets underway this year for sure.
All right.
Take care, man. Thank you.
Bye, Tyler.
Bye.